Fall is officially here and school is officially starting back up, and that means so are all of the fall sports, activities, all the things. And I need a little bit of organization. I am feeling a little bit crazy because we just got back in town from our trip and we actually missed the first couple of days of school for my daughter. Her first time ever going to school, by the way. So we missed those first few days. It was not expected that she would be going to school, but she did want to try going to school here and instead of homeschooling this year. So I was happy to let her try. So anyway, it has been crazy. It's been a crazy week, and I am getting my bearings, getting my organization down, and I'm gonna take you through my daily schedule, my weekly schedule, and a couple of other behind the scenes things, just to give you an idea of like, when do I actually work? When do I actually clean? When do I actually get things done without like having a super strict schedule? Because if you know me, you know I am very type B. I am not a type A person. So all of these schedules and things are loose. Loose would be an understatement because I am not someone who is very rigid. That's just not how my brain works. My brain is more just like it needs guidelines for organization. So that's a little bit what I'm going to share with you today. I've had a lot of people ask for this, so I hope it helps some of you kind of figure out how to get into your routine. Obviously, no one's routine is going to look exactly like mine, but hopefully this will help you just a little bit. If you are new here, I am Kate Ensminger. I am a mom of 4, a homeschool mom, a full-time content creator, and we live here on base in this beautiful home just south of DC. I would love it if you subscribe and leave a comment. Don't be shy. Please reach out, please leave a comment, let me know what you think, let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see. I'd love for my content to be helpful for you. So if you are not new here, then welcome back. I am so thrilled that you're back. I'm so thrilled that you came here to watch me chit chat again. So let's go talk about getting organized for the new school year. So getting back into a routine for me has been a little bit difficult because we've been out of town. But for me, it really means making sure I'm taking care of myself first. And that might sound a little bit selfish. I don't mean ignoring anyone else's needs while I'm tending to my own. I just mean getting out and going for a walk before the kids wake up, making sure I start my day with a worship walk, making sure I get movement, making sure I'm hydrating myself. I mean, like, these are really simple things that when you start to get like a little bit of a crazy schedule going, these are the things that fall by the wayside, and that's when we start to burn out and just not feel good. So one of the ways that I make sure that my back to school routine is going to actually stick is by making myself a priority and taking care of myself. So for me, that always means waking up before the kids are up and going for a walk, making sure I get a little bit of Bible study time in, and then having a really good high protein breakfast. So you can see here I'm having some Greek yogurt with some blueberries, and then I'll probably also accompany this with a boiled egg just for a little boost of protein. And this usually happens before the kids wake up. Sometimes they'll wake up while I'm making my breakfast or while I'm eating my breakfast, and then, you know, the day just really starts rolling from there because they wake up hungry. All kids wake up hungry, it seems like. So I'll get straight to their food as well. So that's a little bit of background of how I set the foundation for success with routines. So I just want to lean in a little bit here and talk about why routine is so important for me. So my brain, like I said, I am like very type B, and my brain does not do well with chaos, which I have 4 kids and I homeschool them. Like, that is the definition of chaos. So getting organized, at least having like a shell of a schedule, is very important for me. And I think it's important for the kids too, to be honest. Like, a lot of homeschool moms go either way. They either are super duper organized and like super rigid, or they're not organized at all. And things like, I don't know how, I just don't even know how they would do it. Like things just are kind of chaotic. I find myself a happy medium. Like I have a daily schedule that I keep to, but I'm flexible. Like our days don't always look exactly the same. We do have routines that we like to keep because I think it's important for kids. I think they like to know what's coming. And what time is it? What time is it? When are our friends coming? When are we doing this? When are we doing that? So it just is it's a lot. So to avoid some of those questions, I have a full daily schedule that I have written out on brown, like butcher paper, that's the word, on butcher paper, and it's displayed in my house. So that butcher paper schedule was so important last year so that the kids just knew what was happening. They knew what was going on. And it's more of just like a daily schedule, not so much a weekly schedule. So I'm gonna actually make that with you guys because we don't have one for this school year yet. Our school year has just started, like last week school started, and we weren't even here for 4 of the days. So my school year actually started this week. Today, Monday, happy Monday. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the butcher paper and we're gonna do that schedule together. So I really like to have this schedule right here. Like this dining room is where we spend most of our homeschool time. So I just like to have the schedule like right where the kids can see it. I put it down low so our readers can read and just feel like they know what's coming next. Let's go ahead and talk about the weekly schedule. And this is where it gets a little hairy. So my daily schedule, as you saw, I have 8 a.m. my one daughter goes off to school, which luckily it's so close that she can walk, and she walks with her little friends. It's so cute. But it's really nice that she's able to walk. Obviously, when it gets cold, I will probably do a little bit more driving her to school. But as soon as she leaves for school, my husband usually, that's the exact time that he will like go up and get ready for work, and then he leaves for work. So when he goes up to get ready for work, that's typically the time when I will start to sit down with the other kids to do school. So right now I have a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old. She is definitely pre-K. She's not ready to do kindergarten stuff just yet. So we're doing a mix of pre-K and some kindergarten math. And then my son will do whatever we have on the docket for that day. So maybe it's Beast Academy math and Spanish. Maybe it's lots of reading. Maybe it's like writing and literature. Maybe it's social studies, history, or some like science experiment. It just depends. Like every day is different. And that's a whole separate thing that I will like lesson plan for. I will say I am fairly like loose with the lesson plans. As long as I know that he's like getting math and reading, those are the 2 main things that I want him to consistently be doing. Everything else is sort of extra in my mind. So like if I have a week that's really super crazy, I won't have a lesson plan for extras necessarily. Like this week, as we're getting back into the swing of things, I haven't written down like, we're learning about this in science, and this is the day we're going to go to the library to pick up books about that sciencey thing. So like I haven't done those lesson plans yet. I can share with you if that's something you're interested in when I do start to do like those type of really specific lesson plans. But right now it's just we're doing school. If you're asking when I do my work, it's during that rest time. That rest time is absolutely necessary, not only for their mental health, but for mine. Like I find that they need that downtime. If we are go, go, go on any given day, I notice that they're just like wiped. They're totally wiped out. So I do try to make sure they get that rest time every single day. That also gives me the ability to do my work during that rest time. So rest time is usually about like an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on how they're doing. If they're napping, if they're getting restless, you know, I kind of just like play that part by ear. But I always need a little bit of work time in the afternoon in order to create content, plan content, you know, write blog posts, do Pinterest, answer emails, all the like mom admin stuff, which could mean like ordering new ballet shoes, ordering new tights, like getting so-and-so signed up for whatever, ordering new cleats, just little things like that. Like that is my really focused time to do anything. Like anything that I need to get done, that's when it's going to get done. So all that being said, let's go dive into my weekly schedule. So I have jumbled these days up just for the safety of my kids. So these are not the exact days that these things happen on, but I did want to give you an idea of what our week looks like, just for safety reasons. You get it. If you're a mom, you totally understand. So Monday, we have Grayson has baseball at 5:30. So we would have a normal day as you saw on the schedule, and then sports at 5:30. So my daughter would come home from school, you know, around 3:30 if she's walking, which she is still walking because it's still nice out. She'll come home around 3:30, and then we play, we eat, and then we go to baseball. So certain days my husband would just take my son, and certain days we would all go. It just kind of depends on the day, what's going on, how the kids are feeling, if the girls are feeling worn out, if they need some downtime. Then Tuesday is a big day. We have Evie getting home from school at 3:30, and then she needs to eat and get dressed because ballet starts at 4:30. So ballet is about 20 to 30 minutes away. And this year we have Ella starting. So my 4-year-old will be starting ballet and tap. So she will be going with us. Luckily, they like coincide on the same day. Oh, thank goodness, because that would be crazy. But they coincide on the same day. So I'll take both of the girls. My husband would stay with the other two at home. And then my oldest, Evie, stays and dances until around 7:30. My youngest or Ella only has one class on Tuesdays, which is from 4:30 to 5:30. So at 5:30, I will be bringing her back home, back here, and then I will either go to the gym or go back to Evie's ballet, and that's my work time too. So that last like hour, hour and a half of time where she's at dance, that would be work time for me too. I had to change my scene because one of my kids found me. So then on Wednesday, we have a normal school day, and then Grayson has baseball again at 5:30, and Evie has dance, but on Wednesdays she is going to carpool. So one of her little friends just down the street is doing the same dance class, so we're going to be able to do a little carpool action there. So that's going to be super huge and helpful for me to not have to take her a third day of the week. Then Thursday we have forest school. So that is the outdoor school that we do. All three of the younger kids do it. It's all day, and I actually am teaching this year. So I'm really excited about that. Last year, I basically had to stay anyway because they wouldn't let me leave. They were not feeling comfortable enough for me to leave. So I stayed last year, and so this year I am just diving all the way in and just teaching. While I'm at it, if I'm gonna have to stay, might as well teach, right? So that will be all day on Thursday, and then there's no sports or activities Thursday evening. So that is going to be so nice. It's so nice the way that worked out, because like forest school is a long day. It's pretty far away from our house, so we're gonna be driving, and then as it gets darker out earlier, like getting up earlier, it's really hard. So it's a far drive. The kids usually eat breakfast in the car or like quickly before we leave, and then as it starts to get cold out, like getting them into their like winter clothes, because it's an outdoor school, it's all seasons outdoor, just getting them into their winter clothes, it's just a lot of steps. So the fact that there's no sports in the evening on that day is going to be so nice. It's going to be low key. That'll be a day that, I'm not even sure. I'm trying to think of like what days I'll be cooking dinner and what days I won't be cooking dinner, because obviously some of these days, like I'm not even gonna be home during dinner time, and my husband and I usually split the dinners. So he'll cook half the time, I cook half the time. It's about 50-50, which I'm so grateful for. So kind of just like working on the dinner schedule will be something else that I need to do here as well. And then Friday, we have another full evening of dance. So Evie will have 2 dance classes on Friday, and Ella will have 1 dance class on Friday. So when we'll go at the same time, like I'll take them after school, we'll go at the same time, and then there's not enough time for me to run Ella back home before I would have to pick Evie up. So Ella and I will probably just like find a coffee shop or find a park or something and just play for 45 minutes while Evie has her second dance class. So that's kind of what that schedule looks like. And then Saturday we have like baseball games. So they're always different. I don't know what time they'll be. Some Saturdays we don't have them. Sometimes we have 2. So that's kind of what our like weekly schedule looks like. And for me, it just helps to write it down. Like every week I'll come in and rewrite this down, because I have like my full week schedule here, and I'm able to put like tasks that I absolutely must do, and then evening activities. So let's go ahead and actually like think on what nights I could actually cook dinner here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you my planner. This I just wrote down kind of as like a mock week. I have had like an extra week, so I wrote it down just to get my brain around it. So I would say on a Monday I could definitely cook dinner, because 5:30 baseball, which means If Justin takes him, Kate cooks. And then on this day where it's like super crazy busy, let me go ahead and zoom you in here. So we decided on Monday, Kate cooks because Justin will probably take Grayson to baseball here. And then on Tuesday, I'm gonna be at ballet all evening. I'm gonna be running kids around. I possibly could get to the gym, which would be great, or get some more work done depending on how the day went. So I would say Justin cooks this day. And then another baseball night, so I would say Kate cooks. And then forest school day is gonna be crazy for me. So maybe this is like, I don't know. Maybe this is like we get carry out or something, or we just kind of like do something super easy. And then this day is a heavy dance day as well. So this would be Justin cooks. So this is probably gonna be like a fend for yourself kind of day, like eat leftovers. And then this day would be, oh, this is Saturday. Never mind. So Saturday is typically another like either eat leftovers or like fend for yourself kind of thing. And then Sunday we have church, and usually that's when we do our grocery shopping. So this day is like fridge clean out day. This Saturday is like fridge clean out day. You know, you eat whatever is left. So Monday, Wednesday, I'm cooking. Tuesday, Friday, Justin's cooking. Thursday is leftovers or fend for yourself day. And Saturday is going to be kitchen fridge clean out. So that helps a lot. Let's talk a little bit about how I get things done. So like I said, during that rest time in the afternoon, that's when I'm going to be recording paid content. It's when I'm going to be recording my YouTube videos. It's going to be when I'm doing some laundry. I will say typically my afternoons are full on work. They are not really like house chores type things. I'm more doing those house chores like with the kids, like when the kids are around. If someone is doing, you know, math on the computer, I'm probably doing the dishes. If someone is, you know, having playtime, they're all jumping on the trampoline, I'm probably folding laundry. So just little things like that. I am someone who like gets things done a little at a time. I can never really sit down and fully do anything. And that's why like those afternoon hours to fully focus on work are really important to me. Like I have to keep that rest time both for them and for me. And then everything else kind of just like flows in and out. I'll notice, oh my gosh, I need to fold that load of laundry. I forgot. And then I fold it and take it up. So it's one of those things that at the beginning of the day, I'll like assess, you know, I need to clean the living room today and do one load of laundry. Now I will say, as far as a laundry routine goes, I will share that video with you here. I will link it up above. I can't remember which side it goes on. It's gonna be one of these corners that my laundry routine exists. I have done a full video on this because it works for me. It works for me, a family of 6. We are outdoor people. We are, I don't want to say dirty people, but we like get dirty. We play in the mud. We play outside. We go to outdoor school. So we wash a lot of clothes. So I will share my laundry routine with you as well if that's something that you feel like you're struggling with getting into routine with. So if you are feeling like just so overwhelmed by your fall schedule and back to school, and you're feeling like you need to get organized, my advice to you would be to give yourself some grace. Like, start writing things down. Just move one step closer to organization. You don't need to be like the mom with the labeled like Pinterest pantry, you know, like you don't need to be that person, just a little bit more organized than you are right now. So write it down. Sometimes getting it out of your brain helps. Like for me, just getting it out of my brain onto paper already feels more organized. It already feels better and more manageable, because in my brain, it feels like, oh my gosh, this is so much stuff I have to get done. But when I write it down, I think, oh, like that's pretty feasible. That doesn't feel like insane to be able to get that stuff done during the day. So just get it out of your head, write it down, start to organize one by one thing by one thing. And if you have kids and you are a homeschool mom or a stay-at-home mom, I highly recommend making a schedule and displaying it so that they can see it, they can read, they can know what's happening. And honestly, even like the kids who can't read, the readers help them. Like they start to learn what the schedule is, especially if you can keep it a little bit consistent, you know, obviously within reason, then you're gonna have a lot easier time. So I wanna know, what does your fall schedule look like? What are you, leaning into this fall? Are you leaning into sports? Are you leaning into homeschool? What is changing? Like share a little bit with me about what your fall schedule looks like in the comments. I would love to know more. So if you like this video, I would love to share with you the next video for you to watch is a full homeschool day as a homeschool mom of 4. I shared a day in the life as a homeschool mom of 4, including a full homeschool lesson. So if you are curious about what homeschool might look like, this is the video for you. I would love it if you subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, guys. Every single like that you leave goes a long way. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you guys next time.